Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to dive into some kitchen magic that's actually pure science. You're about to see how a simple bottle can unleash some serious hidden power. It's going to be fun.
All right, so let's kick things off with a challenge. How would you inflate a balloon without using your breath? No pump, no helium tank, just something else. Sounds like a magic trick, right? Well, I promise you the answer is all science.
And here's a little hint for you. The secret is probably hiding in your kitchen pantry right now. Yep, we are about to become kitchen chemists and see a reaction that is super cool and surprisingly simple. So, what are we actually making? A self-inflating balloon. This is such a cool way to literally see an invisible force do its thing. And trust me, this is way more than just a party trick. It's like getting a front row seat to see the power of gas pressure in action.
Okay, so let's get our gear together. And don't worry, you don't need a fancy science lab for this. We're just going to grab a few things you probably already have lying around the house.
All right, here's the list. Super simple. You'll need a clear bottle so you can see all the good stuff happening, some regular old baking soda and vinegar, a funnel to make things less messy, and of course, a balloon. That's it, just 5 things.
Okay, before we get to mixing, let's talk safety. Super important, but super easy. Even with everyday stuff like this, it's always a good idea to protect your eyes. So if you have safety goggles, grab them. And because this thing is going to create some pressure, just keep your face back from the opening of the bottle. Easy peasy. Safety first, then fun.
Okay, lab kit? Check. Safety? Double check. It is time to make some science happen. I like to call this the 3-step fizz, and you won't believe how easy it is.
Now, getting this set up right is the most important part. First, go ahead and pour some vinegar into the bottle. Step 2, and listen up, because this is the trick. Use that funnel to put the baking soda inside the balloon itself. Don't put it in the bottle yet. Then you're going to carefully stretch the mouth of the balloon over the top of the bottle. Once it's on there good and tight, you just lift up the balloon, let that baking soda drop in, and watch the magic happen. So pretty cool, right? You just saw a balloon blow up all by itself. That's the wow moment, for sure. But now, let's break down the why. What in the world is going on inside that bottle to make that happen? It really all boils down to a classic chemical reaction. You've got vinegar, which is an acid, and you've got baking soda, which is a base. When you mix an acid and a base like this, well, they react instantly. The big question is, what do they make?
And the answer is carbon dioxide gas, CO2. It's literally the same stuff that puts the fizz in your soda. The second that baking soda tumbles into the vinegar, poof, the bottle is instantly flooded with millions and millions of these little gas particles.
So what's actually making the balloon inflate? Well, picture this. All those brand new CO2 particles are zipping around inside the bottle like crazy, bouncing off each other and the sides. They're all trying to escape. They need more room. And since there's nowhere else to go, they shoot straight up into the balloon, pushing and pushing on the inside walls until it stretches out. That push is what scientists call gas pressure. And that is the whole secret.
Now here's where things get really interesting. Believe it or not, what you just did in that little bottle uses the exact same science that powers one of the most incredible events on our entire planet. We're about to scale this idea way, way up. Just think about it for a second. In our bottle, the CO2 gas pressure builds and builds until it has no choice but to escape, right? It inflates the balloon, maybe pushes some foam out. Now, think about a volcano. Deep underground, natural gases build up immense pressure. And when that pressure gets to be too much, boom! It forces hot lava and ash to erupt. It's the exact same principle, gas pressure needing a way out, just on an absolutely massive, planetary scale.
And there you have it. We just saw how a simple fizz in a bottle can help us understand everything from a party balloon to a massive volcano. It really makes you think, doesn't it? What other amazing science secrets are just sitting there, hiding in your kitchen, waiting for you to find them?